All right, all right, all right. How are we doing? How are we doing? Yeah, we about to kill the game now, yeah. Real talk. It's cool what these guys doing, right? I got that too now. I got that too. I'm about to show y'all the steps that it takes to do all this. This is the motion, y'all. Get with the motion. Ah, get with the motion. Get with the motion. Get with the motion, y'all. Look, this is what these guys been doing forever and a day. Blizzard warning. See, we got a blizzard warning. So I'm gonna be doing a lot of low key streaming today, right? How we sounding, right? We looking good. You see the microphone is out. I just want to make sure everything is copacetic, right? This is my setup into my motion. Right? Let me just do a little something, something. Right? Now I was trying to edit some videos. You know how this shit is set up, man. It's not letting it rock right now. But yeah, man, we came a long way, y'all. This is us. 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 This is us, huh? How we looking? Huh? Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Right? It's cool when they do it, right? Streaming with a purpose. Yeah. Shout out to all my war eagles, man. Keep the donations and all that coming. You see, it's going to a worthy, righteous cause, man. We get into the streaming, right? War eagle salute. Um, War eagle salute. So we got the blizzards coming, right? Let's go over here. Let's share something real quick. I want to share Instagram over here. Instagram, right? I'll share the Instagram over here. And then I'll go over here. We're gonna keep it with 50 Cent. 50 Cent is on fire. Now before I keep it with 50 cents, we'll go over here. I wanna this is what we was highlighting. The volume is super low. Right, we'll go back. Well, those videos are no longer up and running. Right? AI, look, AI was the beast, y'all. This was up and away, look, over the top. Yeah, he was different, right? Allen Iverson was different. Allen Iverson was definitely different. Look at the takeoff. Ugh. To be that small, look how small he is. Look, above the rim, though, man. AI, Allen Iverson. AI was the man, yeah. I ain't gonna hold you. So has this been confirmed that 50 has really bought that building? Mm. Has it been confirmed, y'all? Has anybody got the confirmation on that? Excuse me. Has that been confirmed? Put your War Eagles in the chat, man. Has that been confirmed? Has that, yo, we are multi-streaming for y'all. Multi-streaming. Has that been confirmed that this guy bought the building? Excuse me. Look, I'm gonna sip on this all day. I got me a soda, y'all. I had it since yesterday. See, I don't really do the sodas like that anymore, but today I just felt the need. But I got me a soda, y'all. Has that been confirmed yet that he actually really owns that building? I know he put the post up yesterday. Many of the bloggers and the blog sites are running with it. But has it been confirmed? Did anybody go to Chat GPT? Chat. That's what everybody does now, right? Chat. Does Chat GPT confirm a lot of things? Right? Do they confirm everything? How are we looking now? Yeah. Are we looking more like streamers? Do we look like streamers right now? Because this is what these guys do. I feel like a streamer. I should have set up my stand. If I'd have had my stand set up, you could actually see me streaming. But without the stand, you can't really see me streaming. Right? That's the one thing I miss about the library. The library, I have my shit set up in those, whatever office space they give me. And you could watch me do it. Here I gotta create a stand. I have one, but I don't have the big one. I gotta get the big one. Right? Once I get the big one, right? Now, my editing software apps and all these things that I have, because I wanted to edit that Earl Spence video that I did this morning. I feel like that is going to get a lot of traction. It is. Especially once, the source speaks on it, it'll definitely get a lot of traction. But that Charlo question was big. It was rather big. And I'm thinking about pulling it up if I can. I'm going to try to pull it up right now over here and run through it real quick. That way, we could, break it down. The down. Oh yeah, we could do it. We could definitely do it. Right. So let me close out of this one. Dissa one, right? Dissa one. I'm gonna close out this one. I'm gonna come back over here to Dissa one. All right. Appreciate that like, Gumbo. What's going on? Look at the setup, Gumbo. Gumbo, we leaving them. We are leaving them in the bushes. Salute to Gumbo Sauce, a War Eagle in the building. You see the setup, Gumbo. I appreciate all the love and support. You got us here, brother. So enjoy the ride. You are definitely one of the council members, founding members, right? But I want to get over here to this, Gumbo. I broke this down earlier this morning, but I didn't break it down like this. I'm going to break it down like this now, as we should, right? Go to my channel, right? Let's go to my channel. Let's go to my history. Where's my history? My history should come up right here. Are you guys following all of this, right? You're following this? Are you following this, Gumbo? My screen went black. It shouldn't. You don't see it? You still don't see it, Gumbo? You gotta see it. I see it, Gumbo. Maybe you need to refresh your joint. We got high tech. We're high tech right now, Gumbo. I see it. You don't see the young boy boxing right there. I'm high tech. I'm all the way up right now, Gumbo. I got multiple joints going. I'm like all these guys that sit around that do all that. I got all of that now, Gumbo. Right here. Right here. I created that now. So that's why I be fronting on the crows and all them. They're weirdos, the Gumbo. All these guys that sit online and talk boxing and supposed to be fans, they're weirdos. And I exposed them over the years, but now I'm really exposing them because I'm doing the things that they are accustomed and comfortable with. Sitting in front of laptops and PCs, multi-streaming and doing all these things now. That's what I do. But not only do I do that, I have actual boxing substance with receipts. And we're going to show some of my receipts right now. Shout out to EJ. EJ, if you get with my cousin, right, just throw me something. If you don't throw me nothing, God already showed me you're going to be, you will be cursed, man, on Moses. Here it is right here. All right, look who he's with, Gumbo. And watch how he
Saved during the Best Buy President's Day sale.
I broke this down early. Look at the star when he sees my cousin. Look at that. Look at that. Look. Who's he with, Gumbo? This is who he needs to really get to train him. Look, who's he with? Look at him. Look, can y'all see that? War Eagles, salute, man. War Eagles, salute. Look who he's with. That's Frank Martin's trainer, but look at his eyes. Look how excited he was to see Buddy McGirt, original sauce, magic right there. Look at him. Now, I said this on my earlier live, 5 o'clock this morning, 6 o'clock this morning. EJ, if you line up with my cousin, please, God already showed this to me. Hit my Cash App or my Zelle. You will have to throw me my consultant fee. If you do not trust and believe I am Moses, you will not be blessed because you have already stolen from me and you lied on me, right? And you see what happened. When you lied and you laughed, what happened? God humbled you. He humbled you. And look at me now. I'm streaming. How do I look now? How's the content looking? Gumbo and all the other War Eagles. How's the content looking? I think the content, the boxing content, has turned up so much that a lot of these guys are in the bushes. Many of my boxing peers that stream, I ran them off to the bushes. Man, because my receipts and my growth at what they do. This is what you guys do. You guys sit online and you're geeks and you're weirdos, right? You talk about things from a fan standpoint. I talk about things from an experience standpoint, a fan standpoint, but I show my stamps and my receipts. These are my stamps and my receipts right here, right? Where was that man right there, right? Just a while ago. He was at my gym, right? Our gym, because he came from that gym. But look at him right here with one of your favorites. That guy right there is your favorite. Look at him. He is excited to see who? My cousin. Now, he hasn't not announced who his coach is. Maybe he should work with my cousin. And like I said, if you work with my cousin, God already showed me. Hit my Cash App.
Yeah, like you, man. Aaron, what's going on, man? Johnny Boy, Fight Hype. What's up, Trevor?
Yeah.
All right, man, go ahead, handle your business.
One with the Cash App, you just was up. Have to work with my cousin.
Yo, Aaron, we happy to have you back, man.
Break you down. Break you down. I'm telling you. Let's get to this part right here. The meat and potatoes, right? He is not fucking
What you
with
think
you.
about the fight tomorrow?
Pay attention.
We brought out Bud recently. Obviously, we know they've been talking about you fighting. But I gotta ask you, what do you think a fight between Charlo and Bud looks like? You think Charlo can beat Bud?
Look at his face. Man,
Hitchens and what?
no
His last
answer.
one?
Look at his face. And he did not ask him about him and Charlo. He asked him about Bud and Charlo. Wagwan meyot. A picture's worth 1,000 words. He shut it down. He did not even answer it. But I told you, these guys really never really fucked with each other. They didn't fuck with each other. And it has come out after so many years. But how are we looking over here, y'all? Shout out to you, EJ. Get with Buddy, though, man. Buddy will give you the magic just like he gave Frank Martin the magic. But hey, what do I know? How's the content looking, y'all? Right? How's the content looking? How we looking, y'all? How we looking? We are streaming with a purpose over here. We are streaming with a purpose. But damn, they say a picture's worth 1,000 words. Man, did you see his face? Look at his face when they brought up Charlo. And they brought up Charlo and Bud, not Charlo and him. But like I said, hopefully he is successful against Tim Zoo. And then you fight Charlo. You guys are making 10 load of money in Texas. That fight will pop off in Dallas. Frank by stoppage tonight. I don't know, Gumbo. I'm not going to sleep on Nair Albright. He could fight, man. It's a dangerous fight. I think Frank could win. It's a dangerous fight. Nair Albright's no slouch. And what I like about Nair, and I said this yesterday, and I watched some of the Crows try to run with it because that's what they do. They watch in the bushes and try to run with my sauce. They don't even know Nair. I know a Nair Albright. I know his promoter, Rodney. Shout out to Rodney Rice. Jihad sparred Nair when he was 17 years old in Philly. We used to go to Philly and get a lot of work. And Nair Albright, back then, sparring Jihad as a smaller fighter. You know, Nair fights at 135 as well. He can make 135. And when he sparred Jihad back then, Jihad was a welterweight, much bigger. And Nair was, grown man, but he was, out of, probably about 150-ish, maybe 160 sparring. And I remember I was like, yo, this dude is tough, man. That dude is tough. I always had a respect for him since then. And I remember when he fought Calvin Davis, I said, yo, he's going to beat him. I made a lot of money that night because Calvin was the favorite. And a lot of dudes was on the DB3 wave. And, what's the name? Did his thing, beat him, upset him. And now he's here against Frank Martin. And if you remember, he's the guy that Keyshawn Davis fought and he got the no contest. Remember, he popped dirty for the marijuana in Texas. But Nair Albright rocked Keyshawn Davis in that fight. So he's not a slouch, man. This is a dangerous fight, but I got to stay home team. My cousin trains Frank Martin. I think Frank Martin definitely has the skill set, the power, and I believe they got the game plan to do it. So I would love for him to stop him, but I don't think he's going to stop Nair Albright. But anything can happen in boxing is boxing. But I wouldn't bet a knockout. Even though Frank Martin is hot with the knockouts, you know me, I'm a fighter, literally, right? They overlooked all these things, right? But anything can happen in boxing. But when you look at Frank Martin's stoppages, right? And, you got to call a spade a spade. He's been knocking guys out, but now he's up against sort of a guy that's like him. Bartholomew, classic, good knockout. This is an older fighter. All the knockouts before that, Rivera, not Michelle Rivera, because he didn't stop Michelle Rivera, but the other guys that he was stopping, they you know, it was the PBC special type shit. Yeah, if you know, right? I don't want to do all that today, right? I don't want to do all that. He said he's taking a stoppage. I'll just take the win. I wouldn't bet stoppage, but you know, shoot, you're confident with the stoppage, go for it. Because it's boxing, anything can happen. But I don't see Nair Albright getting stopped tonight. He's a crafty fighter, a sturdy fighter, but it's boxing. Something can land. Just like Frank Mark can get stopped. Anything can happen in boxing, right? On any given night. On any given night. If you know, right? But yeah, that fight is up tonight, man. This is a good card. I'm kind of stoked about this card, right? Kind of stoked. And we are bearing down for a blizzard. Now, check this out, right? Let me share this real quick. This is my new setup, yeah. My new setup. Saucy Frank got Buddy special. Yeah, he does. They working. He got his confidence up. But like I said, Nair Albright's no slouch, man. Woo. That's Woo. They call him Woo. Now watch a lot of them try to run with that. Oh yeah, I know Woo. No, you don't. I know Woo's his promoter, Rodney Rice. Good guy. Rodney Rice is one of the bigger promoters from Philadelphia. If you know, right? Shout out to R&R. That's R&R Promotions, right? Rodney Rice, R&R Promotions. Yeah, we got a lot of work with those guys coming up. He has a lot of fighters that he promotes underneath his tutelage. And I'm just glad to see Nair Albright getting this big time break. How's the content looking though, Gumbo? Let me give Gumbo some War Eagles. Hold on, look. Gumbo, you got the chat rocking over here, good brother. You got the chat rocking. So let me throw you your War Eagles. I see you. I definitely see you, Gumbo. You got the chat rocking. Excuse me. See what that soda does? Gumbo got the chat rocking. Look, Eagles for Gumbo. There go your Eagles, Gumbo. You are a War Eagle. There's your Eagles. And I'm going to pin your, what's the name? I'm going to pin your comment. Is it pinned? I believe it's pinned now. So I like that. I like that a lot. I think that the two fight. Well, I think all the fights. I think that's good. That has potentials to be a fight of the night. Also, Gary Antoine Russell, and also Richard Hitchens. All the fights, even Ryan Garcia's fight, because you have the element of surprise with Ryan Garcia. Now, a lot of you guys that are in the bushes, don't pop up over here when I do my other type of streams, right? Because this is boxing. See, a lot of dudes, right? They're boxing weirdos, right? They want me to waste my time and talk boxing, but they don't support it. They'll watch and then try to steal my shit. They've been doing it for years, but it doesn't matter no more because I have a catalog of actual stamps and receipts where you guys have a catalog of copying and attempting to steal, and people notice that shit now. They know it, right? That's neither here nor there. But this is for all you dudes that be like, yo, inbox me, DMing me to talk boxing all the time. When I talk it, you get low. So it is what it is. Don't be mad when I do. And the numbers are showing it, right? Matter of fact, we can pull it up. Let's pull up the receipt. This is a prime example right here. I want to show y'all something, right? Prime example, right? Yesterday, and this isn't even my forte, right? Yesterday, I talked on 50 Cent. Can y'all see this? Look how we looking. I got multiple streams going. Right? Multiple streams going. We talked on 50 Cent. This is the stream right here I got going.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform. With your name on it, just by thinking about it.
I'm gonna show you. That's the stream right here. I'm streaming right there. Watch this. Look how nice we are with it, y'all. I want y'all to see the motion. How official I done came up. Right? Literally came up with this now, right? So go there. Right? Watch this. You see how we working now, y'all? Look how we working. Look, multitasking. I just got to get used to being like this now. Look, how we looking? See, look, these are the two streams right here. Look, see how we walking the road? Yo, Gumbo, that's what they do. Watch the bus stop special try to steal it. They can't, Gumbo. Let's get to that weirdo. He's a weirdo, right? That guy's a straight weirdo, a jealous fan weirdo at that, right? And one thing about me, I'm one of God's chosen. God don't play about me. When dudes attempt to steal and run with my style, nothing good comes for them. You know that, right? Nothing good comes to them, Gumbo. Nothing good comes to them when they attempt to steal and run with my plays. And that's what that dude been doing. But you know why he does that? Because he's comfortable like so many of these other guys that play around like that. And I allowed them to play around like that because I never called them out. You know why I never called them out? Because I'm focused on what I got going on and the things that I do, right? So I never really got on their helmets as I should have. But like I said, when you're building what you build, and what we got going on over here, you don't even worry about people like that because people like that aren't doing anything. They're not doing anything. How's the content looking, though, y'all? See how we looking? See how look? I'm really multitasking like a mom. Look, this is what these guys do for years. This is what these guys do for years. Right? All right. But this is what these guys do, right? How we sounding, Gumbo? Let me know. Is it echoing? Cause see, I got these headphones on. I can't really hear. How am I sounding, Gumbo? Let me know. How am I sounding? Am I echoing? I can't really hear. Let me know, good brother. Hold on, I'll pull it up over here. You know, man, I'm in geek mode. Sounds great. Ah, man, thank you, brother. You are one of my brothers, man.
Give
my
your
big
credit
brother.
a win. Try self.
You helped to get us here, Gumbo. You, CW Thumbnails, all the guys. Oh yeah, look, we sound good. Look. Yeah, but we sound good. You're right, Gumbo. This shit does sound crystal clear. Thank you so much, Gumbo. You helped me get here, man. You, CW thumbnails, a lot of my War Eagle females. What is the young lady's name? I'm drawing a blank right now. She's always donating to the channel out of Tennessee. What is her name? Hopefully she pulls up. Dewana. Did I say that right, Gumbo? Is it Dewana? Dewana's always donating. And they help to create this now. They help to create this. And we have our tribe, our community. I think it's Dewana. CW Thumbnails. CW Thumbnails went to Guatemala. Hopefully he's all right. Hopefully he didn't go down there and get sick and drink the water. Yes, Dewana. Yes, Dewana has helped to create this and build this up. Good person, right? Dewana, many others. And all the ones that's in the bushes, you help too. You know how you help, like the guy you mentioned earlier, the bus stop guy, they help because they show that I'm a real influencer. When you attempt to try to copy somebody that you, number one, you claim you don't like, number two, you claim you don't watch, but yet you try to emulate and undermine and copy the things that I create and I do, it shows that not only am I an influencer, I have what I refer to as the source. I have the source. Who got the source? I got the source, right? I got the source. And you guys know it. You guys know it. Hold on, let me call somebody real quick. Right? Uh-oh. These people be disturbing me when I be working. They disturb me when I'm working. I'm getting my work on. This is one of my occupations right here, yeah. All right. Yes, we can handle that. We can do that. But as you can see, I am working right now. Look, I got my glow on. I'm glowing, but I'm working. But you see, we are up and running. Looking real presidential good right now. Right, this is the new setup here. So hit me back with the logistics of everything, and I will get that out to you. But you have to hit me back with the logistics. A structured plan. I need to see the plan so I can overlook it and evaluate the ins and outs, if that makes any sense. But hit me back with the logistics, which is the plan, right? So I can see where, basically what I'm saying is I need to see where things are going and how it would work. Hit me back. Shanewz Boxing LLC, marketing, management, media. You know, you do have options. All right. Now, see, for those of y'all that's going to watch that and see that, I'm a business. So if you present me an offer or, you know, I need to see where it's going as far as, okay, you need me to do this. What is that for, right? He said that made up storm. Yeah, it's coming tomorrow, Gumbo. It is. We're on. I'm. That's why I'm trying to get all these out now, because probably Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, you won't see me streaming. You won't see me being able to do these like this at the desk or running to the library to record the big time professional setting joints, because I will be in ice road trucker mode. And you see, they shut that down. Well, they didn't shut that down. Look, I'll speak about it, right? This is what happened. And I told you, God doesn't play about me, man. Now, you remember I started the ice road trucker thing, right? One of the days up there, when I was doing the ice road trucker, I have a mount, right? And I mount my, well, not this, the phone that Coach Reed has now, because, you know, I have multiple devices, right? And these guys always want to act like, oh, he's on his phone, he's doing this. No, I have multiple devices, right? Oh, he's driving it on his phone, right? So one of the storms, I'm so done with this. I can't wait for the season to be over. But one of the storms, we was out there. It was like maybe 1, 2 in the morning. I was getting busy. Ice road trucker. Yeah, these guys, these weirdos, right? And I'm gonna call them out like you yellow weirdos, because that's what weirdos do, right? You watch from the bushes. Yo, they're sending my video around, right? They're sending my video around. And just like I told the union, right? I said, damn, if these guys are sitting around sending my video around, that means that they're sitting around not working. But it's clear as day in these videos that I'm working, I'm getting busy. So what does that say about them, right? You're watching me. You're not working your area. Why aren't you working? Bitch ass motherfuckers, right? Yeah, and I know they're going to see this. And I want y'all to see this because you're fucking cowards. It's nothing worse than working with a bunch of cowards, man. Right? And it's like I was telling my boy the other day, I was like, you know, all my write-ups for my whole career here, it's never me not doing a job. It's always something that has to do with this, with streaming, with something that I do outside of work. It's never, yo, you had the truck parked here for 5 hours not doing nothing. It's always me doing my job or recording me doing my job, having pride, a sense of pride in things that I do. But you know what? I kind of fell back. And look how I told you, God doesn't play about me, right? Guess what happened? A co-worker that I like, so I'm not going to mention his name, but he got into an accident. He got suspended for 4 days, right? Because he was on his phone and he got into a bad accident on his phone. And the police was involved and he lied on the police report. But he was on his phone and they had to switch it all up. But he got suspended, right? For 4 days. I like the guy, man. And I was telling my guy yesterday, I said, you see, God don't play about me. They always want to mess with me and hoping that I fall like this or something like this happens to me so they could throw me under the bus, right? And look what happened. Hopefully y'all catching that source, and I hope y'all seeing this, man. We streaming over here, man. How's the content looking, Gumbo? How is the content looking? Shout out to all the War Eagles, man. Donate to the channel. Hit the like button. Likes are free. And once again, you see where your donations go, y'all. Look where your donations go. So when you donate to my channel, you see what we did. I did not take y'all money, right? And ask my brother. My brother will tell you this. He's on the live with me right now. I think I'm too straight up. If I was a cutthroat and a grimy person, I'd probably be a millionaire already. If I was grimy, I'd be a millionaire. And I'd read books about shit like that. If I was that type of a business person, I'd be a millionaire. Right now, I probably would be retired, own multiple properties and all kinds of shit. But I don't operate like that because I believe all my blessings come from God. And when you operate like that, like somebody said something to me the other day. They was like, yo, you know you could get paid, right? Because they now look, they be watching, right? These niggas be watching, right? They see the work that I do in the community with the kids at the rec center and all that. They like, yo, you could get paid. I will get paid. God's gonna pay me. God is gonna cut me a check for everything that I do one day with so many zeros on it. But they like, oh, you could get paid if you was to do fitness classes and boxing training. Oh, now you want me to do boxing training and charge. But before I thought I was just somebody that ran my mouth on the internet. Right? Yes, they are, Gumbo. That's a fact. Straight female stuff. That's what the world consists of. Girly men. But yeah, they told me to basically start charging and do. I'm like, I'm good, man. When you do what you love, right? When you do what you love, eventually you get paid for it. And that's what I've been doing what I love. And now you see what I said, Mr. 10%. And this right here is the sign of me getting paid for it. Because all of this, right, through donations and people supporting this channel, we built all of this. Shout out to Gumbo. Gumbo's the day one. Gumbo and many others that rock with my channel. When I first started out, I did not have none of these things, right? Look, I'm about to get up. Look, I got so much equipment right here. Look. Let me go grab something. There you go. Thank you. Yeah. 97%. Yeah. All right, y'all. Look, I'm back. Right? Now, look at this right here. See this state-of-the-art camera? Nice camera, right? This is all stuff that I have accumulated over the years of grinding with my company. This is a nice camera right here. I have 3 of these and all kind of lenses. But that is what, hard work, dedication, and actually grinding has got me through my platform, right? My media company. That's why I said I have a real media company. I don't work for free. If you want me to cover an event, hit me up with a offer like that person I just hit back. They presented an offer, and I told them in the message that I sent them, hit me with the logistics. I need to see the breakdown. If you have an offer, I need to see where everything is going. The books. I learned that from Cousin Bud. Shout out to Terrence Crawford, right? Cousin Bud put me onto that. Yo, I need to see the books. Show me the books, right? Show me the books. Hello. Show me the books, right? You gotta show me the books. Right? Show me the books. Right? You have to show me the books. But how are we looking, y'all? Look, I got so many mouses now. I didn't even know which mouse I was on. I'm on this one. All right. Now I'm gonna tell you something I seen, right? If you're still in here, Gumbo, Frank Martin got into a little back and forth with another fighter there. I want to clear this up, right? And this is for all you guys speaking on this, right? Frank Martin told some guy, I can't think of his name right now. They shook hands. They agreed to fight. That's all good for social media, right? Frank Martin told the guy, "Yo, I'll fight you next," right? That's all good. Who's gonna pay for that fight though? See, fighters could say, "Yeah, we'll fight," but if there's not a promoter to put up the money for that fight, it really goes nowhere. They could want to fight. Somebody has to be willing to put up the money for that fight, right? But I seen that, and I seen a lot of people chiming in and talking about that. Well, that shit doesn't matter, man. Do y'all know that much of the game? Since a lot of your guys that sit online, always want to act like, and my brother tells me this all the time, you really in the game. All you guys that sit online and always want to act like you're in the game because you do YouTube views. You know that's how it works, right? Two fighters can agree about fighting. Doesn't matter. If nobody's putting the money up for the fight is irrelevant. Right? Do y'all know that? Do y'all understand that? Put that in the comments if you understand that. Like me and Gumbo could see each other, and let's say we're two active fighters, two active light heavyweights in the game. And be like, yo, man, I want to fight you. Fight me next. And I'm like, yeah, I'll fight you next. Let's shake on it. If no promoter's putting the money up for that fight and me and Gumbo's not coming out our pocket to put up the money for that fight, all we did was just agree to fight. You have to have a promoter, right? Put the money up for the fight. If a promoter's not putting up a money for the fight, two guys can agree to fight, it means absolutely nothing. It means absolutely nothing, right? Now let's switch gears real quick, right? I see Connor Ben. I'm giving too much sauce. All right, Gumbo, I'll slow down. My brother told me I'm giving away too much sauce. I'm not giving it away, Gumbo, because, and I'm going to tell you why I'm not giving it away. I can say whatever I want on the platform. These guys could come on and follow me and act like they do it, but I actually do it, right? I do the things that I talk about. And now my company has really actually grown, where I have a stat sheet of fighters that I have marketed, I have built their brand, I have built their name, and then not only them, look, pay attention to this. I've done this with myself, my brother, right? Watch how big my brother's channel becomes. He's the Ice Road Trucker, the international trucker. It's that's going to be his lane. I just started just to show him, like, yo, this shit is bigger than this box of corny shit. That industry, that genre actually supports. Start your trucker vlogs. Show you driving on the road. Right? We did it last Friday. I was off. Me and my brother did it. That video did numbers. He drove from Alabama through Mississippi to Louisiana. I was on for 3 hours. He did all of that in like an hour, little under an hour and a half. We did that together. So when you see his channel take off and blow up, watch. Look, you guys talk about my channel's not big, right? And these are my stats. This is some of my stats I'm gonna throw in your face real quick. And none of you niggas could fuck with me. You niggas that sit around and claim you don't watch me. My channel right here, I got a 17-year-old kid fighter sign. I started a slogan that everybody and their mama use, Team Spencer, it don't make sense. I had 2 big boxing brands, Jackal Fitness and now Shanewz, right? But the things that I'm most proud of, my daughter with this camera right here shot at the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden, and her pictures that she took that you guys were jealous Crow fans over, thinking they were mine, were actually hers, and they were published by a big time boxing manager because the pictures that she took of his fighter, they published them, right? While you clown niggas, crow nigga bitches, and males, homosexual tendency weirdo males, were always talking about views. My youngest daughter was interviewing fighters at ESPN top ranked press conferences, weigh-ins, had way more emotion than your favorite YouTubers that you sit around and idol worship. My oldest daughter, like I just said, ran down her shot at Madison Square Garden. Right? These are actual stats. You guys sit around and pass out DMs speaking, oh, don't watch him, don't support his channel when he goes live. You niggas are cursed, demonic weirdos. I am blessed walking in God's path. But those are the stats right there. Those are stats, right? But you tell me that I'm unsuccessful, nobody watches me. No, I'm building something, and I built it right before your faces. How's the content looking, though? Run down your resume. Run down your resume. Not you coming online, sitting around a bunch of niggas and bitches that don't do anything all day, every day, but gossip, push bullshit narratives, right? Because that's what y'all the guys do. That sit on the internet. You don't even realize it. You come on here, you push bullshit narratives. You push bullshit narratives. Like Gummo just said, look, I'll pin that one. They say anything on the internet. Facts. Fact. They say anything on this internet. And that's what they do. That's what they do. Right? But these are the logistics, y'all. These are the logistics. I'm going to hook these videos up, y'all. Damn, it's already 11 o'clock. Let's see how we are looking and sounding. I know it. Yes. You. Yeah, did y'all see my daughter? She's not here right now. She's with her mother. But she was at the command center. That's what I call this now. This is the command center. Right? Keep running the lights up, y'all. Run the lights up. Come out of the bushes. Look, come out of the bushes. All right? This is that war eagle substance. All right, I'm going to go over here. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. This is that war eagle substance, y'all. All right, I want to go over here. I'm trying to find that video of Gumbo. Gumbo, you still in here? Are you still in here? Let's see if I can get that video of Gumbo. Here's my daughter. Look, this is my daughter. She was killing it, right? Look. That's Coach Rain right there. That's the station. Look, they tell me I need to teach boxing. I do. Look. That's all they do. That's it. Weirdo tendencies. Yeah, I remember that I was always talking about, oh, nobody watches your bullshit punches. You do. You do. You do. You do. Look. You do. Look. Look, Amani respects me. That's going to be another one of my world champion fighters right there, man. Right? Y'all watched his development, man. That is Amani, right? The list of the source accolades is crazy right now, man. That's Amani, y'all. That's Amani. I don't know how many champions he got. Remember, and I want to say shout out to Bernie the boxer. I think that was about 4 years ago. Right? Maybe 3, 4, 5. It might have been 5, 4, maybe 3 to 4, maybe 5. Because Amani's old now. Amani's like 17. But I remember when I was on a live stream and Amani got in with Bud Crawford. Amani has since went on to talk to Boots Ennis. A lot of guys, man. A lot of guys. And it helped his confidence. Because look at him now. Amani's a young stepper. With Amani, $1 Million Marley, the Spence brothers, right? What goes on and on, man? On and on and on, on and on and on. Check it out. Check it out. On and on and on, on and on and on. Check it out. Check it out. On and on and on, on and on and on. Check it out. Who's that? Brown. Some say, I'll say, yeah, that's Amani right there, huh? All right, let me find Gumbo. I want to find Gumbo's sauce real quick. Where is Gumbo's sauce at? That's the setup. That's the setup, yeah. That's the setup. Let's find Gumbo sauce on here. Damn, I thought it was right here. It's coming up now. This is last week right here. This is one I just started with all the equipment here. And it goes Amani. Gumbo stuff should be coming up now. Where is it? Where is Gumbo's joint? There it is. Santamini Parish. Santamini Parish. There it is. Look. The Trucker Diaries. Trucker Diaries. No motion. This is motion right here. That's motion right there, yeah. There it is. Louisiana. Louisiana. Motion. 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 Right there. Trucker Diaries right there. That's real life motion. When you niggas sit in cars, that's right. You rolling. They see me rolling. Yeah, they see you rolling. They hating. You rolling, Gumbo. They see you rolling. You rolling, right? That was Louisiana. That was the Trucker Diaries. So when you niggas sit in your cars and, go live for no apparent reason, you're in the way. Get in your car and go somewhere. Go do something. We see you rolling. You hating. Right? They see you rolling. You hating, right? Y'all in the bushes, man. Gumbo was rolling right there, man. We see you rolling. They hating. Look, they was hating right there, man. Riding. Look. Absolutely. You're not a part of them. You can't make them. That's a fact. Can't even contact them. Can't even contact these people, man. All the time. Crows. It's no motion. It's no motion. It's no motion. Y'all sit around in these groups, these hate groups, with no motion. They see me rolling. They hating. Right? But salute to all the War Eagles, man. We done came up, War Eagles. And we only getting bigger. Now look, this is the new setup here, right? I'm still gonna go to the library and do one. I'm gonna knock one out for y'all. I'm gonna knock one out. If you have any topics, hit me up with the topic of the day. Hold on. They see me rolling. They see me rolling. They hating. They see me rolling. They hating. Trying to catch me riding dirty. Trying to catch me riding dirty. Trying to catch me riding dirty. Catch me riding dirty. Y'all want to catch me riding dirty, huh? You see me rolling. You hating. You niggas is hating. Yeah, how's the content looking, y'all? It's all streaming, man. You see me rolling. That was Big Gumbo right there. Look. Yes, this was all the content right here, yeah. This is all the content. Look. Now, when I go live at the library, probably about another hour or two, I'm gonna just get some topics together over there. I got to do my research. Did 50 really buy the building? Does anybody know that yet, man? That's what the live is going to be about. All right? Did 50 actually buy the building? I'm going to get on that real soon. All right, real soon. But as you can see, I did multiple streams. All right, I've been on for an hour over here. That's good. Hopefully, I hit the like button a lot. All right. So that means I've been on an hour and an hour. Good. All right. So what we'll do is we will wrap this up, right? Let's wrap this up, right? Content streaming for the win. This was the Motion Man, aka you know who it is, man. Motion Man is me, right? This is the PC laptop setup. Motion Man is me, right? I am the Motion Man, the creator of motion, right? So we'll close out the StreamYard edition, right? You know, you do have options, y'all. You do have the options, right? Now that is closed out, right? It's a wrap. That is a wrap, right? So with that being a wrap, I'll come back over here, right? And we will exit out of here, right? They see me rolling. 10. Don't be a hater, man. Don't be a hater. Don't be a jellyfish on the sideline. Yo, Gumbo, you seen it? Yeah, they see you rolling. Yo, Gumbo, they was hating. You was rolling, Gumbo, right? I just gave them a little bit of content this morning. Yo, Gumbo, they see you rolling. They hating. Yes, thank you, Gumbo. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for being a part of this, man. You helped us to come up, man. We rolling, man. They see us rolling. They hating. Yeah, they hating, man. Look, talk about my tooth, man. Look, I'm still smiling. Look, talk about my tooth, man. Y'all worried about my tooth, man. But the ladies love my tooth, man. The ladies love it, man. You see me rolling. You hating. Yeah, you hating, man. You hating. Because you can't stop what God has for people, man. You could be a gatekeeper. You could be a naysayer. You could be a jealous fan in the bushes. Because that's what most of y'all are. Just jealous fans in the bushes, man. And you would just get left in the bushes, right? Yeah, we went from Alabama, Mississippi, to Louisiana, and y'all was left in the bushes. Y'all watched it in the bushes. Y'all watched it in the bushes, man. But yes, we are going to wrap this up. Rock, planet rock, everybody want to body rock. Rock, planet rock, everybody want to body rock. Look. Rock, planet rock, everybody want to body rock. Gumbo said, great show. Thank you, Gumbo. Thank you, good brother. You know, I try to do what I could do when I could do it. Right? Look, I got a little tear drop. That's that soda, man. Too acidic. Look, I try to let it get flat. Right? I try to let it get flat. Because when it's too acidic, I can't really mess with it, man. I don't mess with these sodas. Now I got my soda fixed in for the day. This is the new cherry float. A lot of sugar in here. I gotta stay away from these, man. But I don't OD. Like I used to drink a lot of soda. I don't do it like that no more. Right? I don't do it like that no more. But thank you guys. I'll be back on maybe an hour or two. Just get my topics together. Hold on, I didn't drink a soda. Damn, 3 years? I got over 3 years with alcohol. But soda, I still mess with the sodas. Let me call somebody real quick. Hopefully they pick up. They look, all my peoples be working, man. I deal with working people. Damn, see, they at work, man. Nah, if I call a motherfucker that sits around and watches Jerry Springer and Maury, they will pick up. Yeah, see, my peoples be working. Damn. But this was another person I could have called and been like, yo, who got evicted? They would know. And then I would have did the same thing I did yesterday. I'd be like, yo, do you know who's fighting tonight? They wouldn't know. They wouldn't know about nothing about the fights. And this is Ryan Garcia. No, but people tell you that Ryan Garcia is big. He's all right. He's not that big. The bigger fighters were Terrence Crawford, believe it or not, was a big deal. Earl Spence, big deal. You can ask somebody that really doesn't watch boxing or know too much about it, and if you brought up their names, people would know. Earl Spence, right? And I take credit for that. I was a part of the Earl Spence team, right? I think I'm lying. Hold on a little. Watch this. Before I close out, I'm gonna go get a receipt real quick. Watch this. Let me go get a receipt, man. And then we're gonna end this live, right? We're gonna end this live on a positive note, man. On a positive note, man. Yeah. Yeah, on a positive note, we're gonna end this live stream, right? What does this say right here? Look, T. Spence, right? Man down. ESJ. The truth, right? Yeah, when he fought Lamont Peterson, that was his first title defense in Brooklyn. This was the team uniform, right? Earl Spence came out of the tunnel. He came out of the tunnel. I have the receipts of this, right? I remember when he came out, I was sitting by this guy. He's a lawyer from Staten Island. I gave him my phone, not these phones that I have now, but I had another phone. I gave the guy my phone. I was like, yo, EJ's going to come out. He's going to see me. I was like, yo, I'm going to throw it up to him. He's going to dap me, right? Can you record this for me? I didn't know this guy was a lawyer. He's a lawyer. He was like, all right, no doubt, right? Earl Spence and Derrick James come out of the tunnel to fight Lamont Peterson. Yo, I threw it up. Yo, EJ dapped me, right? Look, he gave it up to me, right? Yo, the dude lost his mind. He said, yo! He went crazy. He bought me and my brothers drinks the whole night after that, right? Yeah, he lost his mind, right? He was like, yo, how did you, like, he couldn't understand, right? I was like, yo, I was just with them all week, right? I was with them all week. After the fight, we go to the hotel. I brought that dude back to the hotel. He got pictures and everything with EJ. But I was like, yo, shout out to Curtis Stevenson. Curtis Stevens, Headbangers, he was sitting right there in front of us. Like, we was in the front, right? But I told the dude, I was like, yo, that's my people, right? EJ, am I fronting? You said you didn't know me and all that. It's all good, man. I'm over all that now, man. You see how God has still continued to bless me in everything I do. But I remember that. And the guy lost his mind, right? And I brought him back to the hotel. He was a lawyer. I still got him on IG. He's a lawyer in Staten Island. But yo, he lost his mind at the fights at the Barclays Center. I had on this right here. This was the and I got the pictures with shout out to Chop Chop. Chop Chop was there. We was all at the hotel kicking it. And then I had the I still got that one too. I gotta find it. I gotta, it's here somewhere. I got when they fought Cal Brook, they had the track suits. Remember those track suits? I got those too, man. A lot of the Earl Spence shit that I have, I stopped wearing just because I just felt betrayed. And it was like, yo, like, you owe me too much to lie on me. It's not about money, because I'll get to it. I'm going to get to mine. But don't defame my name and my brand. And that's what they did. And I never respected them for that. They lied. But receipts don't lie. And maybe one day I have that brother on. I hit him up and I'll be like, yo, you mind sharing that story? Because I always talk about it. When he came down the aisle and he dapped me up and you went crazy. T, what up, man? Salute War Eagles in the building. Yeah, I'm at my new setup, T. But I'm about to go to the library and record in about an hour or two. I want to maybe CEO on the side roll with me. But my kids don't be rolling with me no more. Coach Reem would, but she's with her mother. Nasaya I'm not cool no more. Nasaya's in middle school, so I'm not the cool dad anymore. She don't like to hang with me. When I first started, growing the brand and the business, she was rolling with me. She's the one that set all of this up too. That's what I was saying. Remember yesterday I was like, yo, my daughter's an engineer. She's nice. She set all this up. Right? She did. So shout out to her. You know what I'm saying? She set all of this up. That's why I say this is theirs. I used it. I get out the way. Only thing I like my laptop. My laptop, this is mine. But all this other stuff is theirs. They can have it. It's my contribution to them and whatever they're going to try to do. Right? But this is the source, yeah. Source experience. Yeah, my topic at the library is going to be, I got to do my research, my due diligence on, did 50 really buy the building? Right? No, nobody put it up, man. Did he buy the building, yeah? It's the $1 million question. Does he own the building? Right? Does he own the building? Right? They see me rolling, they hating. Well, hopefully y'all enjoyed the content, man. Like, share, and subscribe, man. Drop donations, hit the Cash App, the Zelle, and the gifts and all that, man. But I appreciate y'all. I'll be back on real soon. You do have options. I holla.